We begin with the latest in the war with Iran. Talks appear to have hit a stalemate as threats escalate.
The president's 8 p.m. deadline just hours away. Iran is showing no signs of a deal or that the Strait of Hormuz will be fully open. The Iranian regime has organized rallies and human chains around power plants and bridges, which the U.S. has threatened to strike.
We have team coverage here at 5. Mahsa Saeidi has reaction from the local Iranian community. Let's begin with Devlin and the latest on the war. Alan?
Yeah, KJ and Dick, the president's clock continues to count down. And even though we have no idea what is on the other side of 8 p.m. tonight, the world is watching and waiting.
The entire country can be taken out in one night.
Following Monday's warnings of impending airstrikes against Iran's bridges and power plants, a violent and aggressive ultimatum from President Donald Trump hurled against Iran Tuesday. A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will, the president said online, setting an 8 p.m. Eastern deadline for the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. One of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death will finally end. God bless the great people of Iran.
This could be a high-stakes negotiating tactic to try to get them to blink, but so far they haven't.
The strait has essentially been impassable for weeks, with Iran continuing to utilize the economic waterway as a choke point in the war, putting a dent in the world's oil supply and increasing gas prices here in America. The deadline Trump set to reopen it now under 3 hours away.
We're going to find out, but there's going to be a lot of negotiation between now and then, and I'm hopeful that it gets to a good resolution.
Pictures of a fully loaded B-52 Stratofortress bomber taken off from a UK airbase Tuesday, tangible evidence of preparation ahead of what could be an eventful and deadly night. In response to the threats, Iran's deputy minister calling for human chains to form around the country's power plants and bridges in an attempt to ward off the attacks. Overnight, an exchange of missiles between Israel and Iran, and the U.S. hit military targets on Karg Island, a key location for Iran's oil exports. But with the clock continuing to tick down, only time will tell what the extent of the action taken in Iran post 8 p.m. Eastern will be.
Is it something we want to do? No, of course not. But we want this regime to finally negotiate in good faith.
Now, a big question remains. Will those human chains you just saw affect the plan from the president? And on top of that, will the chains even remain in place post 8 p.m.? There's a lot of moving parts to this one, something we will keep our eyes on. Dick, KJ?
Very closely, Alan. Thank you.
Thanks, Alan. As the rhetoric between Tehran and Washington reaches a fever pitch, here in New York and New Jersey, Americans are anxiously waiting and watching about what happens next.
Mahsa Saeidi has their reaction.
Have you been able to get in touch with any relatives?
I have, and it's been infrequent.
New video shows the wreckage in northern Iran. President Trump has given the regime a deadline to end its blockade in the Strait of Hormuz. With the clock ticking, Omid Irani is anxious.
I woke up this morning with text messages from friends and family, both in Iran and in the United States, expressing deep alarm. They don't know why it's turning into the threatening of civilian infrastructures, the threatening of tens of millions of innocent, freedom-seeking, Western, ideal-aligning people.
It's almost impossible for my family to contact me.
Yas Alizade's mom and brother are safe. She says she was initially alarmed by President Trump's post until she read the final line.
He ends his Truth Social with saying, God bless the great people of Iran. And that's what he has really done in the past 5 weeks. I mean, from the very beginning, he is the only president that has acknowledged that this regime kills Iranians and kills Iranians in the thousands.
Near Jerusalem Tuesday, Iranian missiles seen in the sky. Meanwhile, a synagogue partially destroyed in Tehran. The country does have a Jewish population, but many left after the Islamic Revolution in 1979, including Lamor Balter's family.
You seem to support President Trump playing hardball here. I mean, do I love President Trump? No. Do I love that he's actually standing up to the IRGC and is fighting for what might be freedom for the Iranian people? Absolutely.
In Manhattan, I'm Mahsa Saeidi, CBS News, New York.
And Pope Leo is strongly condemning President Trump's threats as he left his country home south of Rome today. He said, today, as we all know, there was this threat against all the people of Iran. This is truly unacceptable. And he later spoke this afternoon.
Let's look for solutions in a peaceful way. And let's remember especially the innocent, children, the elderly, the sick, so many people who have already become or will become victims of this continued warfare.
The Pope also said any attacks on civilian infrastructure violate international law.
Stay with us for continuing coverage on the war with Iran. You can get the latest updates anytime at cbsnewyork.com.